leaders in Nigeria. It's a sign of very, very great things to come. For everybody that will ever sit on these red seats, your aim must be the red chamber and above. And I'm sure that the distinguished senator is here as the leader of this state chapter of our party to show you the way. PDP! Let me very sincerely acknowledge and recognize the state party chairman. I don't know whether I will address him as His Excellency or as Chief or as Doctor or as Alhaji, but I will choose one. Barrister Fanko Beji. You know why I choose that one? It's my learned colleague. Our dear leader, the most distinguished senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, distinguished Senator Zainab Kure. My dear leader, the Honorable Minister, former Minister of Internal Affairs, Foreign Affairs. My dear leader, the former Deputy Governor. My dear leader, the former Deputy Speaker. My dear leader, the Deputy Chairman of the party in Niger. Our dear leader, the woman leader. PDP! Members of my delegation, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Do you know what? I came by road this morning. Do you know why? No. I want to know the state of that road. I did not want to be told about that road because that road had been a challenge for too long. There is another thing that I would have wanted to go and see for myself before leaving today, except there is no time. The Barrow Port. So when I visit a state, I don't really go to talk about myself. I go to talk about Nigeria and that state. And I want to tell you that this is my third time traveling around this country and appreciating the diversity, the human resource, and the assets that we have. One, the first time, was as a young man when I was employed in MAMSA by your own son, Professor Jerry Ghana. He was my boss. And then we were mobilizing the entire country for social justice. And we had a tour of every nook and cranny of this country. In each of those trips, I was there. So, as a young school leaver, I had gone around the country from one point to the other, and I have appreciated the challenges, and I know the routes. The second time I have gone around this country in a manner like this, not that ordinarily I haven't been, was at a time I wanted to be the national chairman of the party. Our party was wobbling, and then it was under Yar'Adua. And Yar'Adua had a meeting with me and said, look, we need somebody like you to be here. Then we set out. However, something happened along the way. But I had a singular opportunity to tour around the country. Now, this third time, I am delighted to have the opportunity, first and foremost, to again go around this beautiful country. Today is the turn of Niger State. And I woke up in the morning as I planned this trip. I said, this my beloved state, Niger. Beloved in many sense. My first boss is here. My current bosses are there. My closest political ally, distinguished His Excellency late Governor Kure. But let me say at this point, ma'am, I am grossly delighted that the light he lit, that the leadership he set in place, that it did not die after him. That you are able to step in and you have sustained that leadership. Let me therefore crave the indulgence of every member of this meeting to stand up for a 1-minute silence in honor of my late friend, the former governor of Niger State, Engineer Kure. May his gentle soul rest in perfect peace. PDP! 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 Why we fixed this meeting for 11 is because we are conscious that today is Friday and our Muslim brothers need to go and pray. I'll be very conscious of this, and so I'm not going to speak much. But ordinarily what I do wherever I go is to speak little and allow the people speak to me. By so doing, we will reach understanding on what is your expectation, and I tell you what I plan to do. But we shall be brief, as fast as possible, so that those who are going to pray will have to go to pray. Because God first in everything, that is the only way that they can work. You want me to dance again? Because we are short of time, we would have had enough time to dance. Let me say that you all know me at least a little. But I am highly impressed by what the MC Aminu had done this morning. He appeared to know me more than myself. But there is one aspect of my life that he hasn't said, which I need to share with you. One, I don't just get up to run because I'm a politician. No. I get up to fill a vacuum. I get up to meet a need. I get up to address a national problem. Otherwise, I'm usually comfortable each time I leave office to go into my private life. But today, you and I agree with me that our country is in crisis. Our country needs rescue. Our country needs to be refocused. Our country needs to be rescued and revived. Do you know when last we have a country? When PDP was in power. Now, if we talk about PDP today, there is something that makes me happy. PDP is when I hear Nigerians say, please return PDP days back to us. Please return PDP days back to us. What I have come is to return Nigeria to PDP. Are you going to join hands with me to do that? Yes. That is why I'm here. At times, people bother about whether it is this person or it is not this person. PDP has a tradition, PDP has a philosophy, PDP had values. Just watch PDP government from 1999 to 2015. You will see the country was on steady growth. The country was on very steady prosperity index. The country was more secured. The country was more united. The country was, of course, growing at a level that it would actually be known and called that true name that belongs to it, the giant of Africa. Somebody asked me, you were in government 2015, why do you want to come back this time? I said, I want to bring 2015 back to Nigeria and advance it. And I tell you one thing, if we are talking about that 2015 government that Nigerians are missing today, there is one man who was the visionary. That great former president of Nigeria, President Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. Do you know what? Under that administration, my phone doesn't go off because the engine must be on. And I was the leader of the engine room. I have all the records of what we did. I have all the principles for which we do those things. I have in my head and clear in my eyes on the projects we put in motion, thinking that when we return for the second term, we will perfect them. And that was aborted. It's the aborted PDP government that I have come to restore. Will you go with me? Yes. Will you go with me? Yes. Will you go with me? Yes. PDP! Again, I hear you. Again, so just to make it short and summarizing, short and simple, so that we summarize and for those to going for prayers to go. Today, if you ask me, what is the greatest challenge before us? I will say our greatest challenge is leadership. Today, if you ask me, what is the totality of our challenges? I will categorize them into three. We have political, we have economic, we have social. If I have to talk about them, it means I have to present my blueprint, which I have. And what I have done is to present it to our NWC when I met them. But today we may not have all that time. But if you ask me, what is the challenge that we must address in this room? Is the political side, and I think that is the most important one. Today, we may think we are in election season. Please, fine-tune your mind. It is beyond the election season. We are a panel to interview the president of Nigeria. It's a leadership recruitment. If you don't do that interview well, if you don't do what you have to do to get the right leader, then if you enthrone the wrong leader, you will have everything going wrong, like we are seeing today. If you get the right leader, we will have everything going on, like it used to be. PDP? So, I want us to be careful that many people will address you, many people will come before you, but be wise to make your choice. To know that the leader that will drive this country to prosperity, the leader that will drive this country to growth, the leader that will reunify this country, the leader that will secure this country, is actually what we need today. It is the leader that will re-engineer the economy to create employment, to put food on the table of Nigerians. That is the leader we are looking for. If you ask me, how will I do it? I will first start that how PDP have been doing it. That's one, how I will do it. The second is, the world is now in transition from the third industrial revolution to the fourth industrial revolution. And we fine-tune the way we have been doing it to fit Nigeria into the fourth industrial revolution, where we will unleash the potentials, the capacities and potentials of our young Nigerians. And they will hit the world like those who have left this country are hitting the world where they are. This was the secret of the success in India. At a point in their history, their people were all over the world conquering. Just like today, if you go to America, Nigeria is the most educated community in America. Everywhere, in every sector in the world, Nigerians are excelling. But why is it that they are not excelling here in Nigeria? It is the leadership here that have not created the environment for them to come back and excel. That is what I have come to do. I have come to provide that leadership. I have come to create that environment. That environment for you and I to live and aspire under the basis of, under the principles of equality and fairness. I can assure you that under my leadership, every Nigerian shall be bold and equal to aspire to any position and any expectation that he has abilities to aspire to. Again, I will say, as we are in this process of recruiting the next president of Nigeria, look sideways, look front and back. Please, look at the pedigree of the person. You don't need somebody who will come to learn on the job. Like the MC did introduce me. In the 33 years of my working life, I have been in the presidency. And my last work experience, I was the engine room of the presidency. I am not going to learn on the job. I have direct experiences and I have clear and detailed knowledge of the country. I have the knowledge, I have clear idea of what the problems are, and I have clarity of vision on what the solutions could be. Partner with me. Let us rescue Nigeria. Thank you.